Welcome to Watermelon. Fame usually comes with its fair share of haters, but there's one celebrity who seems impossible to dislike. These stories, all from verified sources, will prove that Keanu Reeves is the nicest celebrity in Hollywood. Since the 1990s, Keanu Reeves has been the bassist for the rock band called Dogstar.
I'm Keanu.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Rob.
And we are Dogstar.
The group split in 2002, and 18 years later in 2023, they reunited and began performing live shows. Before a concert in Houston, Keanu stopped to sign autographs for two young fans. One of the boys asked to play catch with him, and guess what happened next? We know Chad Stahelski as the director who gave us John Wick, but he started his career as a stuntman. Thanks to his physical resemblance to Keanu, he became his stunt double in The Matrix.
First and foremost, Keanu Reeves stunt double. Give it a little. Yeah.
Chad shared a story that shows how grateful Keanu is to the people he works with.
We had spent almost 360 days doing The Matrix 2 and 3. Bought everybody a bottle of champagne for an 800-person crew just to say thank you because it was such an experience for him.
The hardest work fell to the stunt doubles for Hugo Weaving.
We had 12 Hugo Weaving doubles that played Agent Smith. At the wrap of the sequence, the park fight, where they had spent, literally these guys had spent 7 months together with him every day.
So these folks received special thanks from the actor.
But he managed to secure 12 custom Harley Davidsons for each of the guys, and kind of surprised the whole crew with that.
And this story was shared by Jeremy Marinas, the fight coordinator for John Wick 4. After filming Wrapped, Keanu gifted him and 4 of his stunt doubles personalized Rolex watches, each worth $10,000. In 2020, Keanu Reeves released a comic book titled Berserker. At a book signing event, he met a 9-year-old, and the way they interacted will melt your heart.
Do you draw?
Yeah, I draw. I could do like a quick little sketch of Spider-Man.
Let's do it. You want black, red, or silver?
Red.
Nice. Thank you.
It was nice seeing you.
You too. Nice to meet you, young man.
When Keanu visited a medical center in Los Angeles, he got an unpleasant surprise. While he was inside, a driver backed her car into his classic 1973 Norden Commando 750.
It's parked legally. This is a legal park.
When he returned, the police were already at the scene, but he wasn't mad at all. The actor calmly checked his bike and then went to cheer up the driver.
Guys, come on. Give us 5 minutes, okay?
He thanked the police officers and then rode off on his Norton.
All right, here we go.
What's it like to work with Keanu on set? Let's hear it from those who've experienced it firsthand.
He's so kind and humble and collaborative and welcoming. I mean, everything, all the good things you hear about Keanu, they're true.
They're actually true.
He's very generous with his time, commitment, and his ideas. I think he's one of the most collaborative people I've ever worked with.
Working with stars of that caliber can be intimidating due to their ego, but that's definitely not the case with Keanu.
He is so immediately, clearly humble, kind, gracious.
100%.
Lance Reddick expected he'd have to adjust to the superstar, but Keanu made sure he felt comfortable on set.
It was almost like he put his hand on my arm. He said, "No, man, you just do your thing. I'll figure it out." And I just remember feeling it in here, like, wow, that was really gentle and sweet.
On his 51st birthday, Keanu Reeves was at the airport in Los Angeles. On a day like that, you wouldn't want to be bothered by strangers, but he didn't turn down a single fan who asked for a photo.
Happy birthday, man.
Appreciate you.
Sorry, I missed work.
Unlike many celebrities, Keanu has no need for luxurious, super expensive vehicles, unless you count motorcycles, which have been his longtime passion.
You know, when I don't ride a motorcycle, I go through withdrawal. It's not good for my health.
The actor has no problem hopping on the subway and riding with other passengers. When he saw a lady with a heavy bag, he naturally gave up his seat, because that's exactly what a true gentleman does. For the same reason, Keanu avoids touching women.
You have to come off the saddle. You're supposed to fall under, hold onto the pommel. Excuse me.
It's fine.
And then shoot.
In many pictures, his hand can be seen awkwardly hovering behind the person he's standing next to. He does not want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, even though in most cases, they're the ones who ask for the photo. When Alice Eve was late for her first meeting with Keanu, he said about it in the nicest way possible.
I was 35 minutes late to my meeting with Keanu, and Keanu very graciously said, "What time did you think it was?" I said 5:30. He said, "Well, then you're on time."
One day, Keanu was flying from San Francisco to Burbank, and the plane was forced to make an emergency landing.
It was one of those things where the pilot came and just said something that was it sounded like, you know, we've lost an engine and we're diverting to, Bakersfield.
The passengers had to wait 3 hours for a bus, but Keanu arranged vans and invited them to share the ride with him.
People who can unload the bags won't be here for 3 hours. So if you want to hit the road and then deal with your bags later, or deal with customer service and get it delivered, maybe.
During the ride, he didn't keep to himself but entertained his fellow passengers, reading them fun facts about Bakersfield aloud and played some local music on his phone.
The population is around 380,000. Making it the 9th most populous city in California and the 52nd most populous city in the nation.
Thanks to Keanu, a stressful day turned into an unforgettable adventure for these people. When someone gives Keanu a compliment, he feels the need to return it. At the Comic-Con experience in Brazil, he received a standing ovation from the crowd, so did this in response. You've probably come across the "You're breathtaking" meme, which was born during the Cyberpunk 2077 video game presentation.
Of walking the streets of the future is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking! You're breathtaking!
So a girl named Stacy lit a poster on her lawn with that message after learning he was filming up the street. When Keanu spotted the poster, he stopped to sign it and surprise the family. Keanu has no care about a person's status, so he has no problem spending time sharing a meal with the homeless. He also has no care about what he wears, which is why sometimes he looks like he's homeless. And because of these photos, many people think Keanu is a sad person, but he's just a regular guy, just one of us.
What do you say is the biggest misconception people have about Keanu Reeves?
That I'm sad all the time.
At a press conference in Berlin dedicated to John Wick 3, a journalist made a personal request to Keanu.
And my husband is called Konstantin and you're his man crush. Do you think you have a minute in the lobby after all your interviews to take a photo because my husband really loves you and
Yeah, no problem.
it's so nice.
After the interview, he found that woman and invited her family for the promised photos.
Are you bringing them to come here?
Okay, then sure, work it out. I'll see.
Thank you.
Every interviewer loves Keanu because he's always polite and professional.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. What was the first question?
Like if you spend a lot of time with the director working on
Oh,
the script.
yeah. I'm sorry.
There are many rumors about how much money Keanu spends on charity, but nothing has been confirmed. Many suspect he donates anonymously, as he never brags about his good deeds.
The next one was, you waited outside your own rap party for 20 minutes in the rain because you didn't want to make a scene about the miscommunication about getting let in.
I don't recall that.
When people start talking about how nice he is, he changes the subject.
You can't take a compliment, can you?
It was cool. I mean, to work with Angelica Houston and Halle Berry, Mark Dacascos.
This is the reaction of what the nicest guy in the world would.
Keanu has 2 Reddit accounts where he responds to questions from his fans. One particularly interesting story is how Keanu played street hockey with complete strangers at a gas station. If someone nearby needs help, Keanu is always ready to step in. When the puppies of the Kelly Clarkson show broke through the barrier, he was the first to stop them from spreading around the studio.
We need help! I mean, we need help!
Fellas, we're gonna hang out.
We're gonna hang out?
We're gonna be okay.
We're
gonna get you some love.
This is called the John Wick effect, people!
We're gonna hang out.
When a guy at a bike exhibition fell and knocked over a barrier, Keanu was the first to rush to help him.
Should I stop? No. Can I keep going?
Keanu's favorite topic to talk about is motorcycles. One time, as he was getting ready to leave, a few fans approached him. They began talking about his bike, and he spent 3 minutes chatting with the strangers despite his busy schedule. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Winona Ryder shared a story from the filming of Dracula. In the scene where the vampire turns into a pile of rats, she was supposed to cry out of fear and shock.
Get them! This way! Get them!
The actress had trouble producing tears, so director Francis Ford Coppola came up with a plan. He began yelling and insulting her, and told the other men on set to do the same. Being true gentlemen, Anthony Hopkins and Keanu Reeves refused to do it. Anyway, it didn't even work at all, and she and Keanu remain friends to this day.
He's one of my favorite people to work with, to be around, and
I feel the same way about you.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. And see you next time.